Good evening everyone and welcome to TTG Esports Mini League 2, rounds 3 and 4. This is round 3 at the moment. We are going to be in Canada for the first race tonight and Britain, the home of British Motorsport, at Silverstone for round 4 tonight. For those of you who are tuning in and don't know this name, I'm JamesHead14. I am going to be your lead commentator tonight. Joining me in the commentary box, same as last night and same as... oh, you weren't here last week actually. It's Alan Kay.
I was supposed to be here last week, but I was called on the track last minute.
You were called on the track? How did you get on last week, for those of you who didn't see?
I binned it on lap 1 in Singapore, which on cold tyres, which I was hit at turn 1, the formation lapping, so we didn't get a chance to get any temp into the tyres and binned on lap 1 on cold tyres. And I think I got 9th in the second race in Australia, so... Yeah,
isn't too bad.
Hit and miss. Good one race, good bad another race.
Isn't too bad. Oh god. What was I going to say? Yeah, I'm already in spectator mode, so nobody can get at me about that. Oh dear. Right, let me take you through... Oh, go on, what were we saying?
People in the chat are saying.
Are they saying good evening?
You continue on there.
Oh, come on, Nexus. Yep, Mace has warned me to go into the spectator. I was already one step ahead, I think, there. And come on, TTG says Gabrielle. Who's Gabrielle in TTG? I'm unfamiliar.
I can't remember exactly which one it is. I think that's TTG White, I think.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So, that's that. Mute.
Thank you very much. But let's take you through then the lineup before we get into the points of who you're going to be seeing out on track tonight. So, for the current leaders of Legacy Esports for LOL, we have a few people. Brett. Who else is racing tonight? Because there's only one LOL name there. So I'm a bit confused here. So for
LTU Tom, I think maybe.
Yeah, LTU Tom is one. LOL Jamie, not sure who that is, and Spaniard. There's Spaniard at the top there, and Jamie Morris. There he is. So that's LOL. They're on 100 points by the way, so leading the way here in Mini League 2 going into tonight's 2 races. Second in the championship at the minute, our TTG Academy. Go on the lads. Sean, Recon, Maze and TTG White all appearing for TTG tonight. They are on 93 points, 93 points, 7 points difference, with CPI Esports on 89. That's Silas. Good to see him here. Amir, Alex B and Lewis. And then Nexus Esports is Nexus Aspect, Nino, Dragon and Jack Fox I think is here as well. I could be mistaken there.
It's actually Leroy. It's
Leroy.
Nexus Leroy instead of Jack.
That's a shame Jack Fox is not racing. He was obviously here last week, so that's why I probably thought. And Nexus, by the way, are in 4th on 76 points. So it is very condensed there between the 4 teams that we've got. 24 points, I make that out. There's no room for error here tonight in the 2 races.
24 points separates all 4 teams, so it's going to be close battling, and it's going to be paramount, I think, with it being so close, that all teams get all 4 drivers finishing in both of these races as possible, because that could be the difference. It's that points that your extra driver finishing over a competitor's driver not finishing could make the difference for teams. So.
Yeah. Now coming into one-shot qualifying, especially around Canada, it's paramount that you get a good lap in around here, because it is a bit of a corner-cutting haven, I think is what I'm going to say about this track.
Yeah, it's quite easy to validate your lap here, so I would expect to see a lot of these guys, especially if they're going to be pushing it for the quickest times they can get. I think at least half the field here will invalidate.
If we see half the field invalidating, then goodness me, that'll be a sight to see. But hopefully not. Hopefully we get everyone round on a clean lap, which would be fantastic. Big up the lads in Nexus, says the owner Jack Fox. He's in the comment section there. And big up everyone out on track. Hopefully we see better driving from a few people out on track.
And hopefully we see some good clean driving, some good overtaking, some good defending, but keep it clean, lads. We don't
yeah, we've got to keep it clean.
Yeah.
And if there isn't clean driving, oh, here we go. I'm going to go on board with Silas, who's apparently the first one on my screen. And he's currently in first. The Dane, who I know from Global Hope Racing, going through turns 1 and 2. And I may as well go on board with somebody else because he's down in 9th. So I'm going to try and pick somebody.
He's already invalidated his lap, so that's the first one now.
Let's go on board with Amir. He's in 6th at the minute, 5th. Spaniard currently leading from Lewis and Brett. Top 3. Brett obviously coming up there in the Renault. Amir now starting to get up there. Of course, so many changes to the orders that you can only focus on one lap round here, especially in one-shot qualifying. Now into the chicane. Amir coming towards the end of the second sector. He's just invalidated that lap, so worthless going on board with him. Let's go on board with Lewis then. He's in first at the minute. Coming around the hairpin. Just missing the apex slightly there. I think a wider exit, a wider line to get the better exit out of that corner was paramount. And now Lewis running down towards the final couple of corners, which of course is the chicane where the Wall of Champions is. Claim victims like Michael Schumacher. There's others that's been claimed victims, but not claiming Lewis there. Beautiful line through there, and this is going to be a pole lap of a 108.5. He's only 2 tenths quicker than Brett, nearly 3 tenths quicker in fact than Brett. See, that's in 3rd there. So good showing from the CPI guys. 1st and 3rd there.
A lot of invalidations popping up at the end of the screen as well, like I predicted there at the end.
I saw one Welshman invalidate there, Nexus Dragon, who obviously I do know as well, but we know pretty much everyone here. Who was on top?
Jamie Morris obviously bailed out of it, and the
he did, yeah.
Disqualified. So the quality results are CPI Lewis in first, LRI Brett second, CPI Seedless third, TTG Recon fourth, Nexus Leroy fifth, Nexus Nino sixth, TTG May seventh, CPI Alex eighth, Nexus Aspect ninth, Sean in 10th, Spaniard in 11th, and then the no time setters, Jamie Morris didn't set a time in 12th, and the disqualified drivers at the bottom there are
Dragon, White, Amir, and
White,
Tom, I think.
Yeah, that would be the 4.
Bit of a shock actually to see LTU Tom down at the bottom, to be honest there.
Yeah, he seems like he invalidated the first corner because he retired straight away. And interesting you were saying there at the hairpin as well on Lewis's lap, James, about him taking a bit of a wider line. The hairpin here at Canada, and also the old just the hairpin in Monaco. The name slips me mind at the moment, but both of them are 2 hairpins where you don't want to actually go too tight to the curb, because clipping the curb at the apex will actually slow you down. You're better off being centre of the track and getting your drive out of the corner in both of them hairpins. That's why we see drivers like Lewis running a little bit wide there.
Obviously to get the butt run off the corner, as you say.
It's to get the drive out of the corner into the straight.
Now onto formation lap. Here we go. We're about a minute and a half away from the action getting underway. Put your predictions down in the comment section of who you expect the top 3 to be here tonight. 18 laps, remember. Everyone 11th downwards going on a set of ultra softs. Quite a good one-stop strategy. Obviously everyone, I think, will be going one stop unless they pick up damage. But interestingly, that's Spaniard, Jamie Morris, Nexus Dragon, TTG White, Amir and Tom all on the ultra softs. The rest obviously qualifying on the hypers because of one-shot qualifying. Oh, and quite a few banging into the wall there, trying to get the heat into those tyres.
Just as well, no one can pick up wing damage on their formation lap.
Thank goodness for that. I really hope they're not adding that in for F1 2019, because that'll be quite a shit show, to be honest. But
with the smaller wings as well, you're definitely not going to want to be damaging them in that game. So.
Definitely not. So Lewis on top, Brett second, Silas in third. If you're just tuning in, this is James Head 14 and Alan Kay in the commentary box, taking you through the action out on track for round 3 here in Canada, and then shortly followed by round 4 in Britain. So that's the action you're going to be expecting from us tonight. We're both here in the commentary box. Excited for the action?
I'm very excited. Can't wait to get racing now. Just looking around to the final chicane to line up on the grid and see the lights.
Oh, we're going to be waiting an age for Nexus Nino. He's only coming up towards the chicane now. Come on, Christmas is going to be coming soon. Goodness
is going to
me.
be a long sit. The guys like Lewis here who are sitting on the pulling onto the grid now, they're going to be sitting there. They're going to be thinking. Right,
Nexus Aspect there, disqualified on the formation app. His tyres are going to be cold as.
That's that was, as I said, that happened to me last week.
Oh, Nexus Nino's left the session. That's a shame. 5 red lights are about to go out. His car is there. It's going to go first, as proven there. 5 red lights about to go out, and it is. Lights out and away we go. Good start there by Brett. He's got the run on Lewis, and he's already got him. Down into turn 1, and Brett up to P1. Lewis into second. Everyone looking clean and behind. I think Nexus Dragon got quite close to his teammate there in the background. But Nino obviously out in front. Ignore that AI. It's Brett in front. Looking good and behind. He's rejoining back. Everyone looking good. Amia's been caught up in something early on. He's down in 16th. Not looking too good for the domination of last week. Oh, Lewis nearly going in the wall.
Don't forget, Amir was at the back after disqualifying his lap in quali, so
yeah.
battling hard with the Spaniard and
here comes
TTG
Lewis.
Right there.
Is he going to go around the outside of the hairpin? Surely not. Surely not around the outside of the hairpin here. Yeah. Lewis, Brett got the inside line, he'll back off. Yeah, Brett keeps position. Nexus Nino.
This is going to be interesting because if Nexus Nino now takes control of his car,
he's Lewis low. Here's Lewis low, coming down. Around the outside. Oh, I thought he was going to try it there. Silas looking very resty in behind as well. The CPI guy's doing quite well. TTG Recon in there in 4th as well. At the end of lap 1, it's Brett who leads. Lewis putting
lost in the back. Haas is lost in the background. Who was the Haas?
Jamie Morris. Was it Jamie Morris? Oh, yeah, 3 wide out of turn 1! Recon down the inside of Silas and Brett, both having contact. It's 3 wide going through into turn 3 and 4. This is fantastic stuff. A little bit of lag there by Brett, jumping ahead.
I think TTG Recon has lost a little bit of his front wing.
He has, yeah.
A slight kiss of the wall and a bit of carbon fibre flying into the air there.
There's a bit of a desync there, I think. Lewis has lost all amount of ground there as well from out in front.
Hasn't got control of that car yet.
I think he might be waiting for everyone to get past, hopefully. Recon and Silas. Oh, look at the trend for 3rd. Silas trying to dive it down the inside on Recon. Into the hairpin. Very close to contact, but he ulted around the outside. Recon defends the position well.
Yeah, Recon gets the drive. He's on the better line over the corner. But next time around now, we're going to have DRS activated, so these guys are all going to want to stay right up on each other so they can use that DRS next time round.
Oh, Leroy getting very close to the back of Silas there, who picks up a 3-second time penalty at the final chicane. Recon looking to close in on Brett. This is lap 3 out of 18, trying to go down the inside. TTG Recon doesn't think about it, and Brett holds that position for now.
Move on the Spaniard into turn 1. That's a lovely move by Amir. Down the inside on the Spaniard. That is an excellent move on there.
Oh, Nexus Dragon! Nexus Dragon lagging a lot. That has just caused chaos.
CPI, I think someone's just taken
Amir.
CPI Alex, isn't it? A Sauber just came straight across Amir.
Yeah. Which is a shame. We're seeing changing positions as well. Silas and Leroy looking side by side. And Maze and TTG Sean. 2x2 like Noah's Ark.
The TTG boys here will be looking for Andy.
Ooh, Silas. Give more room.
Oh, Nexus Aspect trying to go up the inside. Oh.
Maze got him. And I think he's got Sean. Is he around the outside here?
Sean has a chance to hold the
LTU Tom. Look at the ground he's making early on. LTU Tom from the back down in 16th. He's already up in the 8th place. He's already within the points.
And he is chasing down the 2 guys ahead.
Recon's got Brett down the inside. Recon's got Brett down the inside into the last chicane for 2nd. Looking quite good. Silas in the wall.
Silas is retired.
Oh no. Silas at the wall of champions claims a victim here tonight. Yeah. Brett was trying to go for the move there on Recon in the meantime.
Amir's got a move going on White. He pushes White off track, so White's going to nip around to the escape route.
Very close to contact with Nexus Dragon there.
Yeah. Just as White tried to hold it around the outside of Amir there, he just bumped White off onto the escape route, so that might take Stuart investigation later on.
I didn't catch that on stream, so hopefully we've got a POV of that. So Lewis out in front, 2.7 seconds. All that battling between Recon and Brett has just spread out this field a little bit. Leroy in 4th, Sean in 5th.
Just stretch his leg. Oh, and as I jump on board with Lewis, you get to the tail happy out of the hairpin. That will allow the two guys behind close back.
Yeah, he's lost 3 tenths there. 4 tenths, in fact.
He was on the verge. I would say he wasn't far away from losing the car completely when I jumped onto him. He really was fighting that car to catch it when I jumped on board.
Aspect closing in on Sean. Down into Chicago. It looks like White's going to make a move on Dragon down the inside. Ooh, my goodness me. Brett's in the pits, by the way. Brett is in. Brett in, that's early.
White coming down with turn 1. Is he going to have a move with Dragon on turn 1? He's gone around the outside, which then becomes the inside.
Got him.
A little bit,
nice move. Just seen Amir as well go past Spaniard. Dragon coming back, White. Oh, forcing each other. You don't want to be going side by side through there.
Dragon has to cut the corner this time. That's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other there, James.
Yeah.
Dragon pushed White wide into turn 1 and White going into turn 3. So hard racing by these guys. Keep it clean and don't.
Bit of a train being held up here. Tom's trying to get past Maze. Down on the inside now into the hairpin. Up to 6th he goes. Tom down the inside. Beautiful move that is, down the inside. That might let Amir through as well. Oh,
it looks like he's
not quite. And Nexus Dragon predictably leads the session. He's got poor connection and it's failed once again. Amir on the back of Maze. Is he going to try and down it down the inside? He is. Good move. Amir gets past Maze. Maze is dropping like a fly.
Maze won't be too worried about these guys passing him though. Maze is, as I said, to explain him before, he's the kind of driver. He'll just keep his head down and keep driving his own race. As we've got a few in the pits now.
Yeah, Lewis is in, Recon in. I thought Recon might have had a problem there, but it's fine.
Alex is in getting a wing change. So Alex, this is going to hurt Alex because you can see the other guys that come in with him are in and out.
He's going to be behind Jamie Morris, is he?
It's going to be tight. As Jamie Morris goes by on the outside, yeah. So this is
should get him. Yellow flag sector 2. Spaniard, Maze. Oh, they've had contact. They've had contact. I didn't catch that. Yeah, Jamie Morris has got to Alex there, so he's got him.
Got ahead of Alex. We've got 2 TTG cars now together again, and Recon and Maze.
We've got a 4-way battle for the lead. What on earth? Sean Tom. How on earth is LTU Tom up there in 2nd? Goodness me. Rapid at the minute. Is he thinking about it? Oh, what a move that is!
That is a lovely move. That is a nice move for Tom there. And he
fantastic. Amir's going to get Aspect as well down on the inside into turn 1. That's 7 out of 18. Got him, I think. Amir, lay on the brakes.
Side by side. Aspect has the inside line now.
He has to back off, I think. Yeah, those hypers though are going. Amir's got the traction and gets the move done. Is Aspect going to think about this? No, Amir's got it done. No, good move.
Behind, so that's Amir done.
Really good move there.
Aspect and maybe Sean coming in this lap as well now.
Definitely think so. They're going a little bit deeper into this race. Oh, Aspect's trying to hold around the outside actually of Amir there. Whoa, if he pulled that off, that would have been a terrific move. Trying to go. Yeah, trying to go around the outside again, backs off. Oh, he thought it was going to be a neck cord for a minute there.
Looks like Aspect was going to damage his wing there for a minute.
Has he got wing damage on that left side end plate? Struggling to see. See when he comes past. Recon, by the way, has gone past Spaniard, I think, side by side at the hairpin. Looking all very close.
Jamie Morris is close to the back.
Oh, damage! Nexus Aspect's picked up damage. Amir going a bit slow in front of him, and Nexus Aspect's got damage. So that on there.
That is going to hurt him as well when he comes out because he's going to drop right down.
Will they replace his front wing? That's what I'm going to find out. Yeah, they are replacing his front wing.
So that's going to drop him out in that probably Jamie Morris CPI Alex battle.
I'll probably drop him in. I'll probably drop him in, probably behind these guys, I would imagine. Or right in the middle.
Just in front of the battle, I think. So there they come by now, so he might just get out of pit lane.
Right in the middle, I think. Oh, actually, oh no, you're right. Yeah, he's
just ahead. He's
ahead.
If that's not what he wants to be. Have 2 cars chasing him. He was up there and competing.
Net leader of the race, by the way, is Lewis. He's 1.9 seconds ahead of Recon. He's currently in 4th and closing in on TTG White into the hairpin. Right on the back. Oh, clips the back of him.
Ooh.
Just locked up slightly and carried a bit too much speed, I think. But he's got much fresher tyres. TTG White is not going to put up a battle here, I don't think. Lewis should have the run, and he's already got the move done. He's up to third now. He's got Amir behind. He's got Amir ahead of him. I think Amir's now going to let him through, and then possibly Amir. There'll be a bit of team tactics here and try and hold up TTG White.
That could possibly be.
Brett and Leroy.
Stay close to Tom really as well to make sure that they.
Oh, is he going around the outside of turn 1? Oh, Leroy. It's wheel banging stuff. Brett. Oh, no.
The track there. That's Leroy off the track, and that is poor Brett. That is very.
That was poor. Really poor driving.
He sideways.
Similar.
Leroy was alongside him. He just pushed him off track onto the grass. That is not fair racing. I
hope he watched. I really hope he watched the stream last week, because I did make up a few comments about the LRL guys, and I think there is another. Oh, maybe you shouldn't have done that moment.
Oh, and now he's losing the back end himself. So
he's in 3/10, yeah.
Driving standards leaving him at the moment, Brett. He needs to regain his composure and get his driving standards back, because standards.
TTG White, by the way. TTG White has just let through Recon, so that is for 4th.
So it's team orders there. So
and Amir's in. Amir's in, not dominating this week.
White follows in as well, so there's why White let his teammate boy.
Front wing change for Amir. And on a set of hypersofts, 8 laps.
That's going to give White a chance. Or White has a wing change as well, so that's going to even that out. A lot of wing changes here.
Oh,
this will help. Drivers now further back now. Look, here's Maze and
Aspects.
Dragon and all are gone. Nino surprisingly, who rejoined the lobby very
well. Side by side out of the. Oh! Nexus Aspect and Amir, sorry, coming out the pits, has just nearly been forced off, similar to what Brett did to Leroy. That was pretty similar there. Not sure if Aspect realised he was coming out the pits, but he's let him back through, and Amir's now ahead of him.
That's what you need to be doing. If you make a mistake like that, or you don't realise someone's there, and you do push them off, you have to give the place back. You can't do what you're doing and just push someone off and drive off down the road. To be fair to him, Nexus Aspect has realised this mistake, and he's just letting Amir get on with it now. So good fair play for the Irishman there. That's fair driving. I was just saying there as well, James, with the two Nexus drivers disconnecting, Nexus Nino come back into the session pretty early, but hasn't taken back control of that car, so he won't score points for it because he hasn't taken control back.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Nino, he came back, and when Nino disconnected at the start of the race, he rejoined the lobby, but he hasn't taken control of his car back yet. So he
can he take control of his car?
Maybe not, because he disconnected to a formation lap, and that could be the reason why he hasn't. But at the moment, Nexus Dragon and Nexus Nino's cars are not scoring points compared to those cars.
Which is a shame. Nexus Dragon's AI, in fact, is into the pits. Leroy, by the way, is trying to go up the inside of the Spaniard. Down the inside. Leroy, late on the brakes. Williams down on the inside. Oh, leaving him a bit short of room. Questionable one, that. And LTE Tom, by the way, is still not pitted. Is he coming in this lap? Yes, he is. So Tom's in.
I've just seen the Spaniard getting a bit tail happy there around there. He didn't catch the move into the corner, so.
Brett looking quite vulnerable here. Leroy's beginning to close back in on him. And hopefully we don't get a round 2 here. Between both of them. I want clean and competitive driving here. Spaniard's in. Where's Tom going to come out in all this? Is he going to come out in 5th here? He is. He's going to come out in 5th. What a tactical masterclass there from LTU Tom. I think he's going to get 3rd here quite easily. On a set of hypers.
Yeah, I can't see
11 positions gained.
8 seconds on to recon after that. I can't see him making him 8 laps, but he definitely will have a good shot at these guys in front of him.
I think he should get Leroy here, to be honest. He definitely should get him here. On the run into the chicane. Brett beginning to come back to Leroy as well. Jimmy Morris has left the session, obviously with his DNF. LTU Tom down the inside of the hairpin. He's got to think about it. He careers it down the inside of Leroy. but Leroy will have the traction coming out the corner. It's going to be side by side though. Tom's got the traction. Could he get 2 for 1 here? Because Brett's looking quite vulnerable. It's going to be a double toe running down the straight. We could have 3 wide down here. Brett is vulnerable. Tom down the inside of both of them. I think he's going to carry the speed round the inside. Beautiful move that is by Tom. Leroy gets past Brett. That is what you call driving right there. Brilliant move.
And CPI Alex is on the back of Nexus Ascent.
Oh, Leroy!
The backside as well.
Leroy getting a bit back at him there on Brett, just pushing him off track. Bit revenge, I think, going on there from the Irishman.
That's probably a little nudge to say, yeah, that was unfair earlier on.
Don't do that again. I think that's what he's warning.
Leroy shouldn't be reacting like that as well. Leroy should be keeping his head down and getting on with his race and go to the stewards after the race.
Yeah, he had the move done. To be fair to him, he did have the move done.
You make silly things like that, but you weaken the steward's hands when you go to them, you know what I mean? So he should be keeping his head down and driving and just deal with it after. But CPI Alex is doing his best to try and close in on Aspect here at the moment. Next is Aspect just keeping ahead.
Ooh. Brett's going to lose another position here, I think. Sean right on the back. Right on the back, 3/10 off him. Should get him, surely. Oh,
that's a
my God!
Sideways moving down a single straight from Brett as well there. 2 moves on a straight.
Aye.
Again, Sean will probably have to wait now. We're looking at maybe the first DRS around the lap.
Oh, Alex picks up the 3-second time penalty. At 14 out of 18, Lewis leads, Recon second, LTU Tom in third. Tactical masterclass from him. He's looking like a driver of the day so far. Brilliant performance from him, from 16th on the grid.
A little trying forming from 8 down here now as well with Nexus Aspect, CPI Alex and TTG White.
Yeah, White's getting on the back of this.
Yep. Just
Sean?
Oh,
again!
Alex has been trying for a while.
Oh, and there's contact. Brett and Sean. Yeah, it's not great stuff to see. I want to see this though. Sean down the inside. Has to butcher it down the inside.
Into the side of Sean at the hair.
Has to.
Like, surely Brett knows that there's proximity errors there. There's a car there that he has to allow.
Yeah, here comes Amir as well. Oh my God, Amir's right on the back of this.
He's gonna have a look. He's gonna have a look.
Down the inside. Oh, that's a bit reckless. That's very reckless from Amir. Brett rejoins quite dangerously there as well. I'd be giving both of those positions back, to be honest.
Positions back, yeah. I think so. I will agree with you there, Johnny.
Hopefully he's listening to the stream. Mays picks up a 3-second time penalty. He's running down 11th, getting caught by Spaniard. But let's just focus on Brett and Sean at the minute. It's literally like on the brink stuff, 50-50 sort of stuff here between these two.
White has got by, in the meantime while we're working out, White has got by CPI Alex.
Oh, he has, yeah. He's up to 9th, and he is closing on Aspect as well.
On Aspect now as well.
At 15 out of 18, well, it's obvious, I think, who's going to be winning this race at this stage. Lewis.
Spaniard nearly clips the wall out of turn 5 there.
Oh, is he going to get the one on Mazer on the outside? Yep, got him. Brilliant move that is. Cream crack at him.
He nearly planted his car into the wall now, the turn 5, the turn 5-6 chicane up. He needs to be careful.
What? Sorry about
that. No, what? As we look back up towards the Brett and Sean battle, and Sean seems to be pulling away now, a bit of a gap, so.
Yeah, Brett's tyres, obviously Sean 3-lap pressure tyres compared to him, should be getting to pull away. Just focus on this battle for 8th though, Aspect and White. White getting very close on a set of hypers, of course Aspect on a set of ultras. Both of them will be around the same tyre wear, I would imagine, at this stage. Oh, Aspect in the wall. Losing it by himself, that was really strange, got caught on the curb.
And he's lost out to CPI Alex as well.
He's got damage. He's got damage, he's got a full front wing missing now. Not great.
This is going to allow Spaniard and Mayes to take that position as well now.
This is Aspect out the points now. It's a shame because he's driven quite well. Brett on the back now of Sean, which is the only real closest battle.
Yeah, I was just about to say, well, there's a little bit of a lull there. I'm just looking at the comments in the chat, and start both saying what happened to CPI. They had a good start, good qualifying, and just seemed to fall away to internet. Yeah, unfortunately, it's internet problems for Nexus, and what the fuck was that? Yeah, that's all I'd say is the best way to put that.
Whoever was that, I salute you in the comment section. I really salute you. But anyways, we've got to get back to the action. Brett is starting to attack Sean. I think those tyres are starting to come back to him, but they're going to just fall off the cliff again. But he's really attacking him, and I think he's attacking him a bit too hard, as proven there by rubbing against the wall. He's going to lose time here. I think Sean should have him. Hopefully.
Yeah, Sean will be comfortable in his defence.
Brett's looking very racy, though. He's going to dive it. I know he's just going to dive it down the inside here, or something.
You can see it coming. Now he thinks better of it.
No.
You might be listening to us.
Respectful driving there. That's good to see. 4/10 to currently the gap. That is a blue flag, by the way, for Nexus Dragon.
For Dragon's car, Dragon's Ghost car. So again, it's still the Nexus.
Brett closing them in. Not closing them in enough. Oh, and now, actually, really interesting. Is Tom going to get recon on the final lap?
Yeah, I just noticed that there as well. He's just closed right up onto the back of him all of a sudden.
Sean and Brett not going for it into turn 1. Yellow flag, sector 1. Oh, Leroy's had a spin. Leroy's had a spin, surely. Yeah, he has. Yeah, I think he's lost a bit of front wing. But Tom's right on the back of recon. This is for second. This is a tactical masterclass, as I've said, from LTU Tom. This has been a brilliant drive from him. He's all over the back of recon. He should be a sitting duck down the straight, you would imagine, with the Hypersoft tyres on.
Heading towards the final chicane to finish the race. So
he is.
Finish off there, and I'll get to work on points.
Recon and Tom. I'm just right on board with this. Tom, can he get recon down into the chicane? Lewis, by the way, is coming around the final corner. He is going to win. He's coming across the line now to win here. And Tom's going to dive it down the inside on recon. Oh, tries it down the inside. Picks up a 3-second time penalty for attempting that move. But Lewis has got it. Recon is going to be second to the line. And Tom is third. And they were both on the same amount of penalties. So that really mattered for Tom. He could have got second there. And Mia with a really good recovery drive in fourth. Really good drive from him. Leroy obviously finishing 5th with the penalties, Sean in 6th, Brett in 7th, who has lost a bit of his right side end plate. Not sure if there was contact there with anyone or with the wall. White in 9th, Spaniard's going to come across the line in 10th, May is a further 3 seconds down in 11th, just missing out on the point, I think. Let's just confirm that. May is coming across the line, yeah, misses out, 11th. And Nexus Aspect, who was driving well for the majority of this race, putting on a Hypersoft compound of tyre to the end. He is going to be crossing the line in 12th. Disappointing from the Nexus guys. 3 of their drivers out of the points.
Well, everyone
that's them out of it.
No matter where you finish, so team does still score points. Aspect does still does score points for them, as in the under the alternative points.
Oh yeah, alternative points.
We're not having 2 cars scoring. That will really hurt them.
Really hurt them, yeah. And there we see the podium celebrations. Lewis, of course, taking a very, very stylish win. Is he the new Mamiya this week? Well, I hope so. Because that was just domination from Lewis here in Canada. And it's going to prove costly because Britain is up next. Britain is up next. Round 4. And we are very early for Britain. I'm just going to say that. It's 7:30. So... Lewis,
by the time we get the drivers and all in, I'm sure.
Yeah, everything will be fine. So Lewis wins here in Canada. Recon in 2nd. Tom has to be my driver of the day. That performance from 16th. Brilliant, brilliant drive. Only finishing a 10th off Recon as well. Great drive from him. Leroy in 4th. Amia with a very good recovery drive from early contact in 5th. Really good performance from him. Sean in 6th. Alex in 7th. Brett in 8th. White in 9th. Spaniard in 10th, Maze, Aspect, Dragon, Nino, Jamie Morris and Silas out on the 2nd lap because of his Wall of Champions crash. Terrible for Silas.
After round 3 then, points-wise, round 3 sees TTG take the lead then on 152 points. And then we've got LRL and CPI now are both joint second on 144 points. And unfortunately, the two cars for Nexus has really hurt them as they've dropped out of running now on 103 points. So they will be looking to maybe close that for that 40-point gap to one of the guys ahead of them. But as far as the taking the title, that probably has passed them now.
I think Nexus could only hope for, really, a first, second, third and fourth to try and see them out of things, I think. That's the only way I can imagine them getting back into it.
I'm going to just set up a new lobby.
Fantastic. Obviously, we've got this stream running through for round 4 as well in Britain. So if you want to say anything to us in the comment section, if you want to predict who's going to win in Britain, if you just want to get in touch and socialise, now is the time to do so, because we are taking a bit of a hiatus, and I will read the comments now so people can have
Recon there in the chat saying he had a whole
yellow front wing. I want to know the points difference, says Lewis.
The points difference is 8 points. CPI and LRL are on 144 points, and TTG are 8 points ahead on 152.
Wow. I'm just going to put that in the chat so we you might not have heard that, but you never know. So 152 for TTG, and 144 for LRL and CPI. And Nexus are on
103 for Nexus.
103. There we go. That's in the comment section there. Lewis, I think, is cursing Silas for his DNF there in the comment section. Terrible, I know, but knowing Silas, he'll come back stronger.
Hopefully so. Come back and give your team a good performance.
How are TTG winning? I would say consistency in that race, to be honest. Recon very consistent. TTG White very consistent.
In the top 10.
Yeah.
With the exception of Miles, who finished in 11th place.
So consistency.
Again, in that race, TTG were the only team to have all cars finish as well. Which is a huge thing. You need your cars finishing in these esports events. So, that's, if you're looking to see why TTG are winning those, that's exactly why all 4 cars are finishing. Have finished that race.
Nexus's driving standards are shambolic, says somebody. I wouldn't say they're shambolic. I would be more concerned with LRL, to be honest. From what we've seen in that race, certainly, and what we saw last week, especially in Singapore, where I think the driving standards were definitely below par from a couple of points of views.
I'm not going to argue with you there, James.
I like to speak the truth, I think. That's what I'm known for. I like to speak the truth. And I just want to really see clean and competitive racing, and I want to see drivers who perform to the best of their ability and actually do something to improve. I think that's what everyone wants to see. And I mean, we're, what, 4 weeks to the end of the game cycle almost, and then the new game will be coming out. Now's the time to improve if you want to try and really make a statement for F1 2019. I know it'll be a whole different dynamic, but
now is a chance also as well to impress if you know the leagues out there that you want to get into. It's a chance to impress league owners that, I mean, most people are aware when you join a league, most leagues will have to do trials, some do evaluation, and there's things like that as well. So if you want to sort of streamline them processes, then you perform and you show them league owners that you can perform and perform safely, and you will streamline them processes on the new getting into the leagues on the new game. So it's always a chance for that as well.
Yeah, and of course I speak from experience by saying I'm a league owner myself. I'll be solo owner of GHR moving on to F1 2019, and our sign-up process is basically commit 100%, drive clean and competitive. If you do that, then you'll be fine with us. We've also got evaluation races being held, a full week of evaluation races for our drivers that sign up as well. I'm not trying to do self-promotion or anything here. I'm just trying to say that we'd be looking out for clean and competitive driving. A driver that can commit 100% is better than somebody that can commit 60, 70%.
Yeah, so what you're saying with my point as well, you're backing up my point there as well, James,
Yeah.
saying that someone say that doesn't race in GHR now appears racing for one of the teams in one of these events. They have a good event, they show they're a clean driver, they show they're a quick driver. You're going to, when they come to you to see if they can join GHR, you're not going to test them on their ability because you already know their ability. You're just going to evaluate them and then they're in. So they're streamlining the process, as I was saying, you know what I mean? Making the process shorter for themselves.
Obviously, we're going to be judging people on the pace mainly, from the time trial times that we're going to be setting up. And then, just to confirm that, we're going to be running a week full of evaluation races, just to confirm that we are right in thinking your pace, put the tier placements down, and then have a successful season. That's what we're wanting to do.
I think it's... the best. As people who are regular viewers to this channel are aware that there is some changes happening between the TTL F1 and TTL F2.
Is that going to be on a Friday at 8 PM, I've heard?
That's TTFL is Friday.
TTFL.
Usually, currently on this game, the TTL F2 was on a Sunday and TTL F1 ran Tuesday and Thursday. The most I can say at the moment is that on the new game, TTL F1 will run on a Thursday and TTL F2 will run on a Tuesday. So the Sunday night will be gone on the new game. That's at the moment, that's the most I can say. We're waiting on the new game to come out to see if everything is as what Codemasters say it is.
That's what we all have to wait on, I think. Every league owner's just going to be worrying out there. Every admin's going to be worrying out there, thinking, oh, this better be a good game, otherwise I've just spent 50 quid or 65 quid down the drain for a game that doesn't work. Hopefully it works. I really hope it works, because I think also what I've seen is they're bringing in this new multiplayer league system, or whatever it's designed to do, where you can actually host events.
I've seen bits about it and it looks good, but as I keep saying, it's Codemasters. It may
whether they'll deliver on it,
will it work? That's the question with Codemasters.
Exactly.
Codemasters can do things that look well, but do they work? Is where the question is with Codemasters.
Oh, we have had a change in lineup, by the way, for Nexus. Jack Fox and Clone are replacing Dragon and Nino, which I've just seen.
Right, so that will help out.
That makes sense, to be honest, because of the connection.
Yeah. So again, people criticising sort of saying Nexus's driving was poor in the chat there.
Wasn't at all.
You can't, like, you're judging that they only score two finishing drivers and they only score points and the points they've got difference compared to the other teams ahead of them. Is, as I said before, right, it's because them two drivers didn't finish. You know what I mean? They've lost their driver down on CPI and Nexus, who had 3 drivers each finishing. But there are 2 drivers down on TTG who have 4 drivers finishing. That's where TTG have got their nose ahead. Is by getting the more cars finishing. So maybe some of the drivers out there that were battling hard and lost points by damage, or maybe pushed it too hard and hit a wall and DNF'd, maybe it's time to think, well, don't push as hard, finish the race and make sure you get the points this time for your team.
Yeah. Just had a message from Jack Fox saying Wills is going up in flames after Nino and Dragon's connection issues. Goodness me. You're trying to say we are disappointing you now, says CPI Lewis. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but you're not, no, we're not disappointing you at all.
You're not disappointing us with the racing. It's you just need to get your car finishing to get up there with TTG. That's all we're saying.
Totally. Has your stream been turbocharged? No, sadly not. Sadly not. That is in relation to something that is something on the side of what I do. But it looks like we are beginning here. There are people readying up. Looks like we are going to begin.
Everyone's readying up, so
we're going early. 5 minutes early.
As spectator and all as we should be.
Yep, I'm a spectator. Haven't forgot about that. Don't want to be out on track.
Yeah. They will be giving random cars if they don't pick.
Disappointing you in your league, James, because of attendance. Attendance problems formed really as part of our wonky wiring, I'm just going to say. Our sign-up process was flawed. And we didn't have tiered reserves. I can guarantee you now, this will change for F1 2019, and we're more organised. I can guarantee you that now.
And also, as well, on this game, it's not just your own league, it's all leagues and sort of stuff.
Exactly.
Because the game cycle's coming towards an end, people are starting to lose interest in this now and have the excitement of the next game. So
goodness knows what it's going to be like from end of June to end of June 2020, where I think the new game will be coming out then. And that's way in the future, and I'm totally jumping ahead of them myself with that. F1 2020. Jesus.
Well, it should be a good game, because the guys who are already finished working on the 2018 game have already moved on to that, so there's two development teams at Codemasters.
I think it's a 2-year cycle they're doing at Codemasters now, instead of a 1 year.
Yeah, it's a 2-year cycle, but an attempt to eradicate the glitches.
Which is great. They're spending more time, obviously, looking at the glitches, seeing what they are, and then fixing them. I think they've put that an extra year so they can do like end user testing with the beta and stuff like that. Oh, Lewis has left the session. Oh no!
You won't get the qualify, so Lewis, you need to get back in quick to get on the grid.
He's got about a minute and a half, I would say, to get in.
Yeah, around that for a Silverstone, I'd say.
His PS4 was probably turned off like last week. But here we go, I think we're about to start, and it looks like I'm going to go on board with Amir. Hopefully we'll get a nice clean lap from him. We are about to start, aren't we? There we go. There we go. Do you want to talk us through this? I'm on board with Amir.
Just need to find Amir, so then... is he...
Yeah, use the spectator menu on the right. Use the spectator menu.
So he's coming... Where is he?
Coming through Village, I think that is. Coming down towards the Wellington Straight.
Village, I'll come up to Wellington Straight, yeah. Let you take it there, James. Right.
Looking good. Now coming through Brooklands. 27-4 at the end of the first sector. Silas obviously bettering them through the first sector there by probably, I would say, half a tenth. But Amir now coming through Luffield. Nearly forgot the corner name. On the run down towards Cops. The fastest corner on the track this is. Can take this at around 170, 180 mile an hour. And Amir attacks it 181 mile an hour there through Cops. Now on the run down towards Maggots and Beckett's, the left and right. He can take it through 7th gear quite flat there. Now you've got to down the gear into 6th and 5th. Now down into a very high 4th gear there for Amir. Now running down the Hanger Straight, down towards Stowe, and then into Vale and the other section, the old section of the track. See, that's though out on top. Amir second, Leroy in third, Jamie Morrison fourth at this stage. All on the soft compound of tyres, which is interesting. Aspects and Maze, by the way, have completely bugged up their laps. Amir now coming around the final corner. Silas is just going to nick him, is he? Amir and Silas very close here. Oh, and Amir gets him by a tenth. 1:02, I think that was. 0.102.
CPI Lewis signed in
very close between
last week, so you obviously know what he's talking about there.
Yeah, Lewis actually hasn't joined, so he's going to be missing out on this. Amir then on top, quite a few disqualifications down the bottom there, but Amir on top of a tenth of a second with Silas, a CPI 1-2 there, great qualifying for them on the front row of the grid. Leroy and Tom third and fourth on the second row of the grid, good performance there by Leroy to outscore Tom with a 26.9. Recon and Sean on the third row and 5th and 6th. Jack Fox and then Alex 7th and 8th on the 4th row. Spaniard and Brett 9th and 10th on the 5th row. Clone in 11th, the last one of the laps to be set. Jamie Morris, TTGY, Aspects and Maze all got disqualified on their laps. And we're about to get started at the home of British Motorsport.
So the two TTG guys, Maze and White at the back now have... But just keep the head down, keep it clean, and get them cars through again.
With them starting at the back, is that going to be sorry to come in there, but is it going to be a impacting factor for TTG in the team standings? Because obviously they've only got an 8-point lead at the minute. What ideally...
It could be dependent on how CPI or LRL go here. Obviously CPI with the two front runners, if they can keep that and get out ahead and keep them two ahead and take first and second in the race, then the two TTG guys from the back are going to have to move forwards to compensate for that points loss. But again, starting at the back will make it a little bit easier for them to pick their way through any incidents or wheel banging ahead, so that it'll allow them to be cleaner through the race, so they can keep their nose to it and make sure they finish. So in that sense, it will be a little bit easier for them to get all 4 cars finishing again, compared to the other teams. But the other teams need to have the same mindset of we need all cars finishing. And Lewis is in there at the back of the grid, and he's not. Joined there.
His car's not there.
Is he not? He's on
no,
the list.
His car's not there.
Lobby, so
it's only Maze, down to Maze.
So I think CPI are down the car already. So LRL and Nexus really need to make sure that they don't lose a car here as well, because particularly LRL, if LRL lose a car here, it's going to be hard
right on the wall.
No matter what to do with 3 cars to keep if TTG can keep 4 cars finishing again, then LRL need to have 4 finishing. At the moment, it looks like CPI are going to need a 1, 2, 3 with only 3 cars on track.
Obviously, so Mia and Silas obviously starting on the front row of the grid, and everyone's starting on the soft compound of tyre. Right compound to go around here?
Yeah, it's soft, medium and hard and 3 compounds here. Soft's obviously the best tyre, the softest tyre, the most grip, and you'll see everyone going to a medium. I don't think you'll see the hard tyre in use at all here, because the medium tyre can do a full 50% base, so even if someone picked up damage on lap 1 here, they can throw mediums on it in the race. There's no need for the hard tyre there. So I don't think we'll see that in action today.
Apparently Lewis is saying his PlayStation needs taking apart as it's overheated, which is not great news at all. It's a good job he got that race winning in Canada.
You need to get your fan fixed, your fan for the motor fixed. Lewis, that's usually what happens when the fan usually goes and stops the cooling system inside. That's how they overheat, so could be a possible issue for it.
Very interesting scenario going on here actually. Amir's 3 seconds ahead on the formation lap. Silas backing everyone up. Is that going to play advantage for Amir off the start? And Silas going to try and hold everyone up?
I'm not too sure what it's going to do, but Amir won't lose tyre temperature over it, because when the AI takes control of the car, tyre temperature gives it back to it on the grid.
Here we go. Yep, Lewis definitely not there on the grid. 5 red lights then are about to go out here at the home of British Motorsport. It's Silverstone, and it is... whenever. Lights out and away we go, and Amir gets a very good start off the line. Silas just bogging down. Tom as well just bogging down there on the inside into turn 1.
Some carbon fibre going flying there, so someone picked up damage.
Was that clone by any chance, possibly? Oh, and Recon going miles wide.
The Spaniard ran very wide there as well, and Mays and White have got him as well.
Everyone okay through there, I think? Oh, Jimmy Morris losing positions actually.
Yeah, Morris is fighting with the two Nexus. Toro Rosso's there in the background.
Running through the field for the first time. Amir 5/10 ahead. Silas in second, and I think Tom.
Recon, has he got a move on Tom here? He is side by side with him. Has he got the move done? I think
trying to go on the inside. Recon on the inside, got him.
Sean behind, looking.
Very rare seeing behind that Red Bull.
Yeah, he's looking at Tom now as well.
Maggots and Beckett's. Everyone looking... Oh, Tom just actually missing the apex slightly, and Sean having a bit of a oversteer moment coming through the corner. Nearly lost it there. Clone right on the back of Brett as well, coming out of Maggots and Beckett. Very close this is. Clone trying to get him. Down the inside. Down the inside, Clone. Brett gives him room. Clone's got him. And then, in fact, Aspects has got past Brett as well, has he? Nope, Brett's got the car ahead. Little bit. Oh, he's just nearly coming across him.
Wheel buyouts. Brett turning into cars as well on the approach corners again.
Yeah, Jimmy Morris and Jack Fox side by side out of Vale. And TTG White trying to get the inside here. Further down the order. Somebody running into the gravel slightly. TTG White just compromising his run. Brett is trying to get Aspect. And hopefully... We see clean and driving, but out in front, it is Amir who leads at the end of lap 1, now on to lap 2. Let's see that second, and Leroy in third.
A little further down, Alex is right up behind Sean there from 6th place.
Aspect holding up a trend here. Brett around the outside in the Brooklands. Might get a switch back on him. No, not close. Not close now. No one going for moves actually.
No, they're all sitting.
Massive trend though.
DRS to come active this next lap around, so.
They will, yeah.
One or two thinking of a little look there anyway. But
Spaniard.
No
yeah, Spaniard was trying to have a look on TTG White for 13th there. Not quite getting past him. Jack Fox and Brett. This could be interesting. Two owners going at it. Surely not. Oh, Brett losing control of the car. He's nearly squeezing Jack Fox out on track. And now Jamie Morris, 3 wide in the back end. White's going around the outside. There could be 4 wide in the stall. Oh my goodness me. Jamie Morris down the inside. Jack Fox. It's all kicking off here in Silverstone. Goodness me. TTG White. Brett's losing out.
Brett was in the middle of a 3 wide there. And
oh, he's contacted the back of White. Oh, no. You can't be doing that.
He's literally, he was 3 wide in the middle of it.
Cannot be doing that.
And just pulled straight to the left into the side of White down towards Fox. Or Stowe, sorry, down towards Stowe.
If I was him, I'd be dropping to the back of the field there because of that. Let all 3 of them through. That's Mez right on the back of him. Oh, Recon getting quite close to Leroy actually, going through Luffield. It was just within a 10th of a second there. Not quite. Tom just struggling slightly. Let's see the position gains though on the run down to Cops for the 3rd time. Aspects has gained 5 positions, Clone has gained 3, so good showing there from Nexus so far. They've got 3 drivers in the top 9 at the minute, so that's good stuff from them.
Yeah, Nexus going well. And Jack just outside as well.
White's got Mays down the inside at Cops, and so is Spaniard. Oh, near contact there, goodness me. Spaniard, Mays is going to drop off this, I think, and Spaniard gets him. Spaniard gets Mays, and he's dropped down to the back of the field, and the wooden spoon at the minute, going his way, as we see very close action between Recon, who sends it up the inside of Leroy for 3rd. Great move that is at Stowe.
It makes it stick as well.
Brilliant move. Silas was right on the back of Amir there as well. Oh, and there's contact! Leroy right on the back end!
Leroy contacts the back of Enrico.
Oh.
And that lets Tom back through as well, and Sean.
Brett's out of spin as well, I think. Yeah, Brett's into the pits.
Yeah, Brett's into the pits, and that's both of the TTG McLarens have been spun.
Have been spun out the same corner.
Yeah, in the last couple of laps, so.
Not good stuff at all, but Amir.
Happy with that.
Yeah, they won't be happy with that at all. I think there'll be some objections coming into the steward's office after this race, certainly.
We will see some action in the steward's office, alright.
Definitely. And I think I know who would be involved in that as well, without even mentioning any names. But Amir leading, 4/10 of a second. Silas, these two are starting to dominate out in front. 2 seconds to Leroy, who could be holding up Tom a little bit here. Tom trying to get past Leroy for 3rd.
Yeah, and
down into Cops.
Struggling as well, because I wonder if Leroy picked up any damage that point when he spun TTG Recon as well.
Yeah, do you think Sean's obviously ahead of Recon at the minute? Yeah, Sean's ahead of Recon at the minute. Do you think he'll let him through here down the Hanger Straight?
He might do. If Recon looks the quicker driver, of course.
He is the quick driver. He's closing in. Oh, not forcing him to that inside line though. He's going to have to go all the way around the outside, and in fact, Sean just lets him through. Could be quite vulnerable to Alex here. Jamie Morris is down the inside on Nexus. Aspect gets a move done. Aspect nearly losing control. And Amir's into the pits. And Aspect round the outside of Jamie Morris. Not sure if that was an illegal overtake there by Jamie Morris. Or he was letting him through. I'm not sure what happened there. Amir is into the pits though. There he is. No front wing change. And that's a set of mediums.
That's what we would expect them all to go to mediums.
Yeah. Right on the back there. Just cutting the battle for 2nd. Tom again closing him in, but he's not closing him in enough here. Trend developing for 5th. Sean, Alex and Clone as well.
Yeah. Alex has been battling hard with Clone there for the last couple of laps. So hopefully that hasn't taken too much out of his tyres and he can have a run at Sean.
There's position gains, quite a few now. Aspect on 6 position gains, 4 for Clone, 3 for Jamie Morris. They're the top 3 in that. And there's the tyres. F1 is on. Amir, by the way, 13th. He's 15.1 seconds ahead. Mays and LOL Brett. Brett obviously having that front wing change now, 7 seconds off him.
Tom on the back of Leroy now, and Leroy has very little ERS compared to Tom.
Tom going to launch it around the outside, late on the brakes. Switch back down the inside. It's stall. It's a copycat move. What a move this is by Tom. He's got him, and Leroy's into the pits. And so is Recon. And Sean. And Clone. Everyone's pitting in. 3-second time penalty for Alex, who cuts. One of Silas is in from the lead as well. Tom in the lead has got a clear gap now. Is he going to try and overcut?
Alex have all gone for the overcut. Yeah, there's a few gone for the overcut here. TTG White stayed.
TTG White Spaniard. Everyone else. Where's Amir going to come out in all of this?
Yeah, Amir's 19th pit stop. I think he's going to come out.
On board with him. Gun past 1, gun past 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and ahead of Silas. Silas is ahead of him. Silas has jumped him.
So Silas has got the overcut.
Go on, Silas.
We'll be team orders here and with Silas left.
Might be who's going to be the quicker driver. I want to see these two battling now because I think these two will provide something special. Oh, Silas is letting them through here.
No. Silas will take time to get them tyres up to temperature, so it's probably a wise move to let the car with the tyres already up to temperature through and go again.
Oh, losing the back end though, coming through left field. Nearly got caught on the grass on the inside there. Very close.
I don't know if we're doing that because spins like that will, time losses like that will help the guys who are ahead trying the overcut. So.
Yep, Jamie Morris as well trying to get on the back of Clone further down the order. We're going to see some more battling. In the meantime, I'm going to have a look at the comment section.
I think LTU Tom, who's just entered the pit lane now, is going to come out ahead of him here.
20, it's around 25, 26 seconds I think around here.
It's about 24.5 seconds gap between them and Tom hit the pit lane, so this is going to be close.
I'm cheering on Brett now. Oh, Jack Fox has spun it. That is at Cops, I think that is. Pretty sure that's a Cops. It is. It's just after Cops. Now on the run down towards back to back. Yeah, he's lost the back end there.
The Spaniard has stayed out another lap on them softs as Tom comes pit exit.
Amir has got him. Amir's got him.
See, that's where we through as well.
Tom's up to net third then.
Yeah, Tom's up to third. Well, yeah, net third.
Yep, so he's overcutted Recon and Leroy, who are beginning to battle in behind.
I think the Spaniard's made a big mistake staying out that extra lap there because it looks like he's going to drop right back down to maybe 11th or 12th.
He will, yeah. Jamie Morris White, I think, is where he's going to come out.
Yeah, somewhere around that area, I would think. As the two Nexus Force Indias passing each other again, they've been swapping places all race long.
Yep, Silas as well. Sorry, not Silas. Yeah, Sean just getting past Alex as well. Through Brooklands and Luffield. Jamie Morris. Oh, he's going to back off on aspects here.
Aspect of them. The three of them have been battling hard there for the last couple of laps. The two Nexus Pro Wrestlers and Jamie Morris.
Now, are we going to see Leroy attempt to move down the hanger straight on Recon? Not close enough, I don't think, this time around. 3.5 tenths. No, not enough. Not enough at this stage. Could be Jamie Morris still getting past aspects, yeah. On the outside. Lovely move that is, he's got it. Brilliant move.
That's a nice move. Well done, Jamie.
Fantastic move, that's what we like to see. Nice, clean and crisp driving there. 3 seconds the gap, Amir Silas. And then Tom coming across the line. Interval time in 2.5 seconds behind him, so 5.5.
In the pits now, so let's see where he does pop out.
He's going to be popping out.
He's behind White. Is he going out?
He's going to get ahead of Mays here. Yeah, well ahead of Mays.
Not far though.
2-3 seconds roughly.
2.5 seconds there at the moment.
Yeah. Bit of a trend developing though. Sean, Alex, Clone, Jamie Morris. Next aspect. This is for the second half of the lower top. Well, this is between 6th and 10th.
6th to 10th. Yeah. basically.
Could be shaping up to be a really good battle, this. Sean, I think, has just got a bit too much speed for these guys. Might just leave him behind now.
And Mir has just really stretched his legs there now as well, hasn't he? 3 seconds.
3 seconds, yeah.
Sealands in seconds, so.
I think what could be up in operation here is Sealas starting to come back to Tom, reels him in, and then he might try and hold up Tom into recon, and then maybe get Leroy up there, hopefully.
Yeah, well, that's what he'll be looking to basically give Alex the chance to get up the third. That's what if he's going to back up. That's what his plan's going to have to do, is to help the team and get Alex up the third.
No moves getting done here. Oh, I thought Alex was going to go around the outside of Stowe. Oh.
I just think that gap between Sean and Leroy is too big for him to really try that.
Oh, Clone around the outside. Clone around the outside of CPI Alex. CPI Alex has got the inside line, and good driving there from Clone. Backs him off, and Alex keeps the position.
Is he? No,
Jimmy Morris and that Nexus Aspect as well. This is all shaping up, coming through the first sector now, through Village. It looks like, and Nexus Aspect's trying to launch it up the inside of Jamie Morris. He's got the car pretty much side by side with him now, coming in, and Jamie Morris lets him through.
Alex just riding on board with Alex there as well. He just hasn't got the same drive out of the corners that Sean's getting. He
always went wide there.
Sean in the corner, and then Sean gets on the power much earlier than him and gets them further away from the corner.
If you notice coming through Luffy there, Sean's actually taking the wide out line to get the deeper run into the corner. Alex was hogging the inside of the curb.
Yeah, and Sean as well there.
Oh, very wide from Clone. Very wide.
So you notice some of the drivers there coming into top stairs, they're going up to 8th gear and then sort of dropping it back down to 7th, where Sean there is holding it in 7th, he's not going up the gear and he's just using the engine braking. He's gaining a little bit from that too.
Leroy's nearly side by side with Recon, nearly got the move done at Stowe. Is he going to try and launch it? The Irishman down on the edge. Oh, and he's going to make, realised he was going to make contact. Good driving there.
Well, he's already spun Recon in that corner once, so we obviously didn't want to do it.
He has. Oh, and taps the back end of him going through turn 1. Got to realise his EOS. Oh, I thought you nearly lost control there. Wait, Jamie Morris 3 seconds off, apparently. And Alex, right on the back of Sean. He's just overspeeding it through the corner. Sean getting caught on the inside curb there, and White has gone past Jamie Morris. White has gone past Jamie Morris. He's up to 10th in the same section. Alex around the outside on Sean. Got him. Ooh, contact.
Oh,
little bit of contact. Alex is backing Nexus Aspect up as well. That's not great. He's almost like nearly brake checking him, I would say, going through Brooklands there.
Yeah,
hate to say that.
Slow in front of White there. Sloan looked very slow in front of White there. White had to sort of.
White's going to go around the outside of Cops. Surely not. Surely not around the outside of Cops. TTG White. They both keep it within track limits. Here comes Jamie Morris as well. They've got to be aware of this. Coming through Maggots and Beckett's. Jamie Morris backs off quite wisely. And everyone backs off wisely. No contact made. Good racing. Leroy very close to Recon. Down the inside at Stowe. Oh, pushes him off track, Leroy. Think he might just have to let him go.
Around the outside at Stowe. White's trying around the outside of the stall. Has he got it done? This is a lovely battle, and he's got it done. Well done, TTG White. Nice.
Brilliant.
Nice around the outside.
Clone's going to go back down the inside of him, though. Developing up nicely. Leroy, by the way, ran the outside very late on the brakes into Vale. Really nice move there. Oh, and Clone back down the inside of him. Oh, I thought he was going to get the move done. TTG White briefly off track. Jamie Morris on the back of this. It's all kicking off here in Silverstone. We've got 3 laps to go. Oh, Jamie Morris!
Looking up the inside. Oh,
Jesus!
I know it's your car there, Jamie. You got away with that one.
Aspect. Oh, there's contact! Jamie Morris and Clone in the background of the wide shot. I was just coming on to say Aspect and Alex have changed positions. And there's contact between Jamie Morris and Nexus Clone.
Has passed it.
So was Brett.
Brett as well, the stop boy, Jamie. So.
Yeah, Brett's actually closing in on Mez.
A very silly position to put his nose into there with 2 cars on the outside and how shallow an angle you were going through the corner at. It was always not going to work out in Jamie's favour once he narrowed it like that. turn angle so much.
Hopefully he review that back and review his own performance then. Hopefully adapt to that. Recon right in the back of Leroy, closing him down. Round the outside of Stoll. Can Recon do this round the outside of Stoll? Leroy just pushes him off track. It's a little bit dirty driving there. But Recon, Leroy just, he's making one too many moves there. Trying to break his line and trying to break Recon's rhythm here. Go around the outside of turn 1? Surely not. Is he? The camera cuts away. Switch back. Recon down the inside. A village. Oh, and he's got the move done. And I think Leroy there, actually. Leroy there, I think he might have just let him through briefly there, I think. Good sportsmanship there if it was from Nexus Leroy. Pretty sure he just backed off the throttle and let him through. Jamie Morris, by the way, is in the pits and is retired in the pits.
That's very silly by Jamie Morris, because that's taking an LRL car out of the race now. So that's...
It has.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Back to the same situation now where TTG have all 4 cars still running and CPI...
Coming down the inside.
Have 2 cars.
Oh, Tokyo Drift! And he's lost 2 positions, has he? Oh, that was a Tokyo Drift and a half from Nexus Clone. Somehow he's kept it ahead of Maze, but he's also positioned to the Spaniard. Go back on the replay for that, because, goodness me, how he kept control of the car coming through Brooklands. That was extraordinary. That was unreal. Never seen anything like it. Here comes Maze. Maze, is he going to back off? He's going to try and stick that car side by side, backs off very late there. Maze. Was going to be contact. Leroy and Recon very close to each other. They start the final lap, by the way. So much action's going on. We're already at the end of the race.
Maze going to have a look at Sloan here under DRS. Just not close enough.
He might do. TTG White has gone past CPI Alex for 8th. Alex is now dropping off. By the seams of it. What race this has been? Emiya and Silas dominating. Tom not in any sort of doubt the top 3 was going to stay like that, which it was. Recon and Leroy, though, still not finished. Rounding down into Brooklands for the final time. Oh, and he's trying to down the inside of Brooklands! Oh, I thought he was going to go for the move. He backs off it very late in the day. Oh, my God. The level of action here, really good.
With this, usually went up with the battle and you drop away from other cars ahead of you and you let other cars close up behind you. These 2 battling are actually closing in on Tom. They were about 6 seconds behind him a couple of laps ago. They're at 4.4 now, so this battling is actually pulling them up towards Tom ahead of them. Unfortunately, last lap it's not going to be enough to get there, but it's interesting to see.
Quicker driving, I think, from these 2 in behind, actually, Recon and Leroy.
Into the,
Recon weaving down the straight.
Well,
that's strange.
Take the end of that. I'm going to get to my mats.
Emiya then coming around the final corner. He wins. He reclaims his victory winning streak. Silas in 2nd. Tom in 3rd. They stay as they are. Recon's going to be coming across the line and 4th ahead of Leroy. Great battle between those 2. Very respectful. Leroy jumps him on penalties. Sean, and by the way, TTG White, I think, might just get past Texas Aspect. It's going to be side by side coming out. Oh, Aspect gets caught in the curb and gets ahead of White because of the penalties. Sean in 6th, by the way. Aspect 7th. CPI Alex in 8th. White in 9th. Spaniard is hanging on for grim life behind Clone and Maze. Maze jumps both of them and nearly gets TTG White. LOL Brett 12th. Jack Fox is going to be finishing in 14th. He said it was his worst track. At least he's finished. At least he has finished in this race. Next is Jack Fox coming across the line in 14th place. 1 DNF is Jamie Morris. So 14 drivers finish here, and Emiya 3 out of 4 victories. And has that claimed CPI their first mini league? Or don't get me wrong, were they defending their title?
I don't think so. I think they were 2nd last time.
They were 2nd, yeah. So hopefully the 2nd Hoodoo has now brought into 1st place. We see the podium celebrations now. Emiya on top, CPI dominate once again. Another Force India this time in Emiya. Lewis, of course, in Canada, winning. Thrilling action. And we're pretty much done. We'll just run you through the order and the points, of course, after I run you through the order. Emiya with a 3-second time penalty wins from Silas. Great driving. Not many changes actually in the top 6. Emiya, Silas, Tom, Leroy, Recon and Sean the top 6. Nexus Aspect 7th, drove well, if a little bit aggressively at times, but hopefully takes that on board if we host another of these events, of course, on F1 2019. CPI Alex in 8th, White in 9th, Mays in 10th. TTG have got 4 drivers in the top 10. CPI have only got 3 in the top 10. With Lewis's disconnection, I think that might have just slided TTG the win. Spaniard, Brett, Clone, Jack Fox, all finishing. Jamie Morris with the only DNF of this race. And that is the action done.
So, the point standings after round 4 see TTG hold on to that first place with 206 points. Just behind CPI put up a good effort to catch them with 204 points, just 2 points behind. LRL finish in 3rd on 183 points, and Nexus round up with 150 points. So another good point haul back there at the end for Nexus. Maybe might have been a hell of a lot closer to LRL before if they didn't have 2 drivers not finish that first race.
So just come from the standings again. If I can put it in the chat.
TTG on 206.
Yep.
CPI on 204.
Yep.
LRL on 183.
Yep.
And Nexus on 150.
150. Good performance though, actually, from Nexus. And that is the finalised standings just put into the chat. That's the end of the action here for Mini League 2. In about 15 minutes' time, you will be seeing...
Lewis, you can talk to your team owner about that, who will be in contact with Mays if there is contact required there. Of course, all points there are subject to stewarding. So, yeah, there has to be footage from both drivers viewed and stewards' decisions made, Lewis, and that. So I can't comment on that now to say whether it would affect or not affect. You need to talk to your team owner, who will talk to Mays.
Yeah. And I think with all the action being over, I'll just come in and say Mini League 1 is going to be live in about 15 minutes' time. That is, get me wrong, Andy and Kieran in the commentary box tonight.
It is Andy and Kieran in the commentary box, and I'm not too sure. I may be joining them in the party as a pit lane reporter, or if not, I will be in the chat keeping points as normal. So
not too bad.
Alright.
Doesn't sound too bad. Hopefully everyone will enjoy that Mini League 1. I will just end off by saying thank you very much to TTG, of course, for organising this Mini League. Can't be done without the effort that gets put in. We've seen some clean and competitive driving for the most part tonight. Better than last week, I may add. I'd just like to end off by saying, really, thank you to the opportunities that I've been given to commentate on the Mini League, and of course for TTG F2 going forward in the next 3 weeks, as well as last night. Obviously, the result is TTG win the title, CPI second, LRL in third, Nexus in 4th. I honestly think this is going to grow the mini leagues. They're going to grow and grow and grow, and we're going to have more teams getting entered. If you're interested, send it over to Mays, because he is an absolute godsend when it comes to these things for the mini league, hosting it beautifully. And of course to Alan Kay in the commentary box alongside me for doing the points in rapid time.
Try my best.
But yeah, I'd like to end off on a personal note by saying thank you very much for everyone that has tuned in. Hopefully you enjoyed the action that we've provided. Mini League 1 will be live in 15 minutes. So until then, thank you very much for watching. And until next time, which for me will be TTG F2 next Tuesday from 8 o'clock, I bid you farewell. And I bid Alan Kay farewell as well.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
See you next week. Bye-bye.